Hello everyone, and what is going on? Hyperion-Blue-GT here. In today's weekly challenge on Gran Turismo 7, it takes credit to be featured to have 5 races is about to be set and good to go to have Japanese FF Challenge 450, American Sunday Cup 600, Group B edition on World Rally Challenge. Shortswalk League is about to have the 4th event, but this time a brand new event on the World Touring Car 900 is going to be set at Suzuka Circuit. But this is going to have to take a menu book will be required to enter to have the 5th event to complete 5 events to have some credit ticket is now being stored out to have a total of 750,000 Gran Turismo credits. By having one stage to have 100,000 credits to be compete in one event, 3 events by filling out to go applied onto 150,000. And then once you have to be finishing up onto the 5th event to have 500,000 Gran Turismo credits altogether to have a good grand total. It takes credit to have 5 events to be entered for this week on the 3rd challenge because it's all about test your skill, challenges, and compete for only one new event that required to have a menu book that you might need to enter it. So I hope I'll have to be find out and get myself ready to have the 3rd time ever to be on this main moment on weekly challenges. As always, if you're new to my YouTube channel, be sure click the subscribe button, then leave a like and comment at the section down below. Check out the links on the description if you want to see more. Don't forget to click the bell for notification on upcoming content videos in the later future. Let's get ready to go and start for today's 3rd week of the challenge. Let's begin. Alright folks, FF Challenge will be on the first list, and this time Suzuka Circuit for only 2 laps to go on easy difficulty. As I'm about to be using on other FF cars to go for only one pick of the Japanese road car. But how about go for the Honda Civic Type R Type FL5 2022 with the Honda Time Attack event on either between on the challenge or under 17 class is just yet to have a good livery exclusive variation to be set and go for having a 530.22 performance point. But better make sure to have the sports compound tires onto the hard, medium, and soft category that you might need to go for having a good understeer challenge. For having last year's vehicle and this year in this game, this is going to get much more fantastic to see how a brand new Civic Type R will be tested and go for a real challenge at Suzuka Circuit to go for having a full course layout. So let's proceed and give it a good go for having the sports hard compound tires to have this livery to be on the track. That will be doing much fine decent challenge to go with Japanese compact cars to do understeer. So here I go. Let's get it on and have one main part of the time attack to have a good race. So when using any kinds of better FF cars that carries out by over 350 horsepower, this brand new Civic might have the only way to get there to have main applied overtake to go by 7 FF cars all at once. But even yet, I still have 2 Honda exclusive deemed livery from the previous lap time challenge on the time attack on challenge class at the Nürburgring Nordschleife Eibay and under 17 class at Suzuka Circuit. But that will be doing 2 for only one kind of an exclusive variation to have this one, but either depends that you guys have already got the second one to be served as an extra. Just give or take because it's already been over, so we have to move on and have this part of the weekly challenges to go brand new. So there you go. Proceed on to the final lap. Overtake all the other FF cars are about to be going in to be in lap number 2. Fastest lap is now going clear by 1 minute, 9.863 seconds. Just keep that good understeer on the go. Stay on in. That could be going much more piece of cake to use this card to be labeled as recommend. Onto the third hairpin. smooth up the turns, and have the straightaway on the left side. On to the last turn, final sector, make your way and keep a good smooth paved road. And there you go. One event adds up by having 100,000 GT credit on the ticket. Only 4 more to go, and the requirements is about to be met by condition to see this most fine time attack vehicle on Honda Racing. Alright, there's no need to have the result. This is how I'm about to go in and start the progress to do the third time. 10,500 credits. And there's 1 credit ticket is now being earned. That's 1 down, 3 to go, and 4 events remaining. Now just gonna go for having a quick time on thumbnail image. So that should be good enough. Wait and save a replay before enter to proceed on event number 2. Gonna have to exit out and head back in to do some 4-part of the weekly challenges on either to be on the type of difficulty that you guys might need to go all in order. So next up to Willow Springs International Raceway at the Big Willow for American Sunny Cup 600. This is gonna get much more fine American vehicle to have a best muscle car to go amp up with a good torque. By starting out to have either depends on one of my UDRS liveries to go for having a main purpose of pick. But why not go for my favorite supercar is the 6th generation Corvette CR1 2009. That would be my favorite kind of an icon vehicle, but WTC Set 1 is needs to go back onto the main default. Gonna have to add up onto the sub-compound tires in the sports. 590.38, but it'll have to go much more excited and will thrill by taking on with some good classic muscle cars. On either any kinds of American vehicles that you guys have already noticed so far, just go right ahead, and this time the Dodge Challenger SRT Demon is going to be your best recommend pick that you might need to go faster to have a good straightaway and few turns to go on the maintain mobility balance since you're playing from the Crew 2. Now go back onto the settings and have 1 part to be adjusted. I'll have to fix that. Just going to reduce the weight. Readjust it back by default. And there you go. Reverted back to 668 horsepower with a performance point of 655.50. Calculate performance and up I go. The one true 6th generation of Corvette is about to have a spotlight to go on the Big Willow. Now this will have to take 3 laps longer, so I'll have to keep a good maintain on the line to go at the first turn. Okay, keep it up. Hold it steady on the torque. Going long straight. Looks like the 1st gen Corvette is in the party. Alright, A Kajal on the yellow Camaro SS on 6. Okay, hold it steady. Gonna have to make 1 good pass overtake and go up ahead on Sector 2 to go at it towards Sector 3. 5th place on the row and going faster for having a piece of cake. But better watch yourself. The final corner is going to be a bit more challenging that you need to slow down. Okay, overtake B Blader. Now for Nicholas Rubalar. Okay, looks like Edmund Brown on the first position. Second lap, here I come, and looks like B. Batter and Nicholas Buballard just might need to catch up to the DeLorean. Okay, good respawn and stay on track. Alright, that should do it. Okay, looks like my boat's just gonna get a little bit itchy. Now going full stretch. On the deep end, up I go to proceed, head back on Sector 3. Give that torque to go on the full stretch. Okay, thank you. Quick sip of water. Up to the third lap. Here I come. I know this is going to be a one quick race to do this one because reminder heads up notice after I just been participate on lap time challenge on Lake Louise for the Toyota GR Yaris RC High Performance. Well, only on the recording session because I just really might need to do some progress in production to go for having a planning on marathon. But the lap time challenge done is going to be way up ahead to be on first standby in early January 2024. But my data schedule might have to go on further update to be carried on. I know it's going to be a very long time to have this major development to myself because all the skipping part and expect on interruption for only 2 or 3 seconds. Man, I don't know how it turns out because I just got a one quick eye surveillance to be on the lookout during on the export progress. Well, I just can't wait to see how it turns out. But also I just figured out about the upcoming news from Odd Nation Cartoons. The Spencer Camp All-Stars is going to be the 3rd season, is coming soon on January 2024. But that will be doing much excited and differences like Total Drama All-Stars. But look at the time, folks. Event number 2 checkmark is complete on American Sunday Cup 600. That's a very good decent time by over 4 minutes, adds up by having a fastest lap on the 3rd, 1 minute 24.567 seconds. Okay, that's good. Now for event 2 to be checked and acquired to be progress to be on event number 3 in weekly challenge. So quick capture thumbnail moment and exit. Then save. Alright. Once you're cleared for only one event to be received to have 100,000 Gran Turismo credit on the ticket, next up, 150,000 Gran Turismo credits is going to have to go back in on weekly challenge to take on in Lake Louise Long Track for the Group B category. It's about time, and this momentarily to go for having an encore for having this part of the full walkthrough on my Gran Turismo 7 journey. This will have to take 4 laps by using Group B rally cars to be on the snow compound tires. Time for me and grab my Subaru WRX Group B rally car with a UDRS Insportec livery and purchase the snow tires by only 5,000 credits. Okay, switching up the tires, then entered and good to go. So, this might count to have this part of the full walkthrough to have a main part and weekly challenges to be part of it in Spec 2 update on November 2023. But by the way folks, experience on rally cars to be in the Group B category to take the snow track rather than driving on the dirt course is going to be a bit more different on the environment. very much more impressive to have a perfect daytime and a temperature of 10 degrees Fahrenheit. Alright, Drummond is here. I'm Kylian Drummond from France. When driving on snow, stability equals speed. Force your car into a slide using your accelerator and steering to get around corners. If you're in a four-wheel drive car, adjusting your front/rear torque distribution will make it behave the way you want it to. I suggest equipping a torque vectoring center differential if you have one. Okay, looks like I'll have to go double check. Yeah, looks like the torque vectoring center is already been equipped on Group B cars. So let's see, how should I have supposed to do this? Maybe go by 50-50 balance, or maybe just gonna go by exactly to have a good differences on FR layout. Maybe just gonna go by minor measure and see how it works. Alright, just gonna go back on settings and retuning. I almost forgot to have one tires to be re-equipped. Okay, medium RPM turbocharge check, so maybe I'll have to stick it and be preferred to have 783 horsepower to be good to go. Calculate performance, then entered. Okay folks, I bet over 700 horsepower might be going a bit much more challenging, but it'll have to go, requires to be on the main stability to go at the first turn. That first corner is where we might have to do this stepping up onto the lap time challenge to be in the same long course layout on different environment condition in morning. Okay, gonna have to keep it careful. There goes the contact. Same thing like last time from all-wheel drive challenge in the Japanese class. Okay, Kylian Partner is here. Gonna have to keep a good, decent amount of work. Patient and coming around on the next turn. Okay, there we go. Kicking up the torque and having some few amount of speed bumps on the snow. So give some space onto Sector 3. It sure does might be going a bit more heavier, but it has to take major stability to keep a good careful that you might need to be on the clean racing experience on the snow track. So everything is doing well. Now on to the last corner. Okay, Kylian Drummond is on 6. Full straightaway on elevation as lap number 2 enters. Okay, here it comes. Overtake Ceylon. The new guy on the grid. Okay, keep it going. Just only 3 more to go. Come on, come on, come on. Gonna have to stay focused on the last 3 Group B cars. And there's Brooks, Morsab, and Elim. Gonna have to go right up ahead and get into them. Early break first. Stay on it. Third event goes on intermediate. They have the new track is going to be parked as well. Alright, there you go. Looks like almost there. Only 2 more to go. Classic and modern Group B cars just comes in to do some shapes and sizes to be mastered on the snow. But cold temperature below 0 might have to go for having a clear opening. Third lap on the way. Here it comes. Push the WRX in the lead. That's the ticket. Now going on heavy defense when I'm on first. Fastest lap took by 1 minute 47.763 seconds by the original. Okay, looks like throughout each part of the clip is gonna have to keep a good monitor surveillance during on live stream. Is gonna have to be on minor check on skimming parts by having a blurry part to be on the effect. But I still might need to keep a good focus on the race. Mastering on the snow takes a lack of experience since Gran Turismo 4 and onwards on GT6. But speaking of Gran Turismo 6, it's going to be turned 10 this year, folks. Only on December 6, 2013 is now being released by Original. But I cannot believe it's going to be so long since GT6 is still yet around to be on the PS3 era. Okay, put a little torque to go up here. Final lap. Record set by 1 minute 46.783 seconds. I'll do what it takes to have one part of the snow course and dirt event at Lake Louise is just yet to be going longer and challenging to go for a new level. Okay, first sector down, 2 to go. Okay, there goes the contact by the barrier. That could be quite impossible to avoid invalidate time to have this one. Okay, putting up the torque and go to the next turn at the right. Third sector, almost there towards the finish line. Okay, last 2 turns. Too early and late. But I don't know how am I supposed to figure this out when driving on the Toyota GR Yaris. That could be a bit more challenging to have more speed rather than doing more braking. But only on Group B cars that might have to take some step of further practice. So here you go, folks. Dirt event checkmark is complete. Just rally racing in early winter wonderland is always meant to be around to be up north. Wow, that's a very good 7-minute time by around added with 13.220 seconds on the 4th lap by having a fastest in 1 minute 46.597 seconds. But incredible and takes some skills to be experienced on Lake Louise long track. Unlike circuit experience, and there you go, 150,000 Gran Turismo credits on the second ticket. It takes credit and fill out in progress that brings out to have a total of 250,000 GT credits. But it's not over yet, because we still got 2 more events to go, because the weekly challenges always meant to be on penultimate and go for the real challenge on the new event. Let's capture thumbnail image and see the action goes around. Maybe that should good enough. Replay saved. Exit. Then let's go on Circuit de Barcelona, Catalunya Grand Prix for the Schwarzlog League. That's another event check on Lake Louise. Then let's go for having a penultimate on 3rd week of weekly challenges to be in the Schwarzlog League. German cars are built to have a good, excellent, high performance is now being checked as part of the main menu course. But always have 5 laps depends on which German build goes on the main rival cars by suggestions. For my pick, maybe I should rather might have to go for electric or even the high performance build go that does might have a good capable in used. So going to grab on the Porsche 911 GT3 RS Type 992, and this time I had to keep using the same car before another special event coming up is going to be at the Mazda circuit. Change of plans and go add up to have some main settings to go on racing. But that would be a very truthful to do some tuning work to be adding up and go by minor adjustment. But don't worry, I'll have to come back and retuning after the 4th event is going to be complete. So let's recalculate. Needs to add up by having 699. Okay, that's good. Then let's enter. So I just really need this car before entered at Daytona International Speedway for the next lap time challenge. But earlier to be prior to have a 2-week duration, and of course the final episode of Dispenser Camp Season 1 is going to have to be on standby to be on further short schedule notice. Well, I cannot believe it, this is going to be quite so very amazing about the new season is going to be coming up on January 2024. But I'll have to cut up topic, then let's do for having a main topic on racing. Let's give it a go and have the DRS will be at the ready to take 5 laps longer. Let's get it on and overtake high performance German car to be on the main different position on the grid for this main update. Okay, looks like all the German cars are about to be doing different. Mercedes-AMG GTS 2015, Porsche Cayman GT4 2016. So what about the Type 992 is now being featured on the race? Well, I bet it does, because we still have the Type 991 as a 2016 model. So gonna have to take another overtake, catch us up, coming closer to be on Bill Boris on position 10. Okay, there you go. Looks like Angel Inestrosa is in the lead. This will be my time to catch up to him. So let's get in there and do turn 10 on the 3rd sector. As I'm going clean racing to be on the main turn layout on 16 turns in the Grand Prix track of Barcelona, Catalunya GP. This is going to be a bit more different challenges for myself as we're about to go right in and be on the maintain pace lookout on further opponents to get closer on tight turns and corners to be on the obstacle. So wait steady up on C. Lopez. 6 more to go. Lap number 2 entered to be on the lookout for fastest lap record. Okay, on the fib and overtake the 911 Carrera RS Club Sport is on 6. Only 4 more to go. Okay, Sugawara and M. Gritty on position 3 and 4. That's a good peak of torque. Now going in. And here we have the second place driver from Italy is S. Marlo Galingo. Gonna have to catch up to him. Right side on the track. And catch us up to Inostroza on position 1. Hopefully, I'll have to race with him again for the special event before tomorrow. This has got to do a different challenge on Mazda since the last time I raced him in Laguna Seca. Okay, steady as it goes. Hold it. Make a good opening and overtake on the Type 996 2001. Okay, that's enough speed. Cornering does count. Okay, halfway there and still yet around to be on the main progress. Very awesome and well drivable to be using on the Type 992 Porsche 911 GT3 RS as a 2022 model. Unlike the 2016 counterpart as a Type 991. But thank you, drag reduction system is now being quite good and used. Okay, going right in. Stay up ahead. Time is on the rush to have that duration to go additional to be on the live stream segment. But it'll have to go perhaps to have the main part to do the final step to get closer when finishing up on the third week of the challenge. But I can't wait to see how it turns out for the World Touring Car 600. But don't worry, just to be having one part to be temperate to be served as a full walkthrough to go for my major backstory event. Okay, here comes the chicane on turn 14 and 15. Onto the 16th at the Cataluna. 5 minutes around, almost 6 minutes. Fourth lap comes in. Okay, the kilometer is doing well to have the update in general. Okay, looks like few other drivers are doing so well out there. I bet Inostroza and Mario Galingo is coming up onto each other to catch up before I just took the lead. Okay, let's add up more. Okay, there we go on turn 10. Do the same pattern on turn 11 and 12. Okay, there you go. Now for turn 16, before the final lap enters, to go quickly as possible. If you really want to go faster, then use the Type 992 for this weekly challenges that you guys have already used this before now. But very used to be capable to be labeled as a recommend German road car to be quite very challenging to use the DRS to have a faster amount of performance that adds up onto the racing hard compound tires just to be in use. But capable to have a hyper performance to be suitable like the elements of the 911 RSR and the GT3R Sport. But the characteristic is actually to have a track-only road car to be usable on the track. So the stepping stone catches up and go halfway there on the length of the track. Okay, let's push it. Now steady up to go on the left at turn 10 after this. Okay, short straight. Then go on the brake. Okay, last call for the finish line, and record set to be updated for a new record fastest lap. 4 event checkmark clear, only one more to go to have a new event in World Touring Car 900. It's about time, and last call reminder before tomorrow's weekly challenges to go on number 4. Just to have some usual event plus a World Touring Car 700 is going to be take place at D Forest Raceway for having a main guest. Well, I'm sure of it. I just really might need to have one event to be entered for having a full walkthrough segment. But I have a better idea, folks. Maybe, how about from here until now, this will have to take elements of having my full walkthrough and even of course to have the weekly challenges all together to have the main part of a recipe. Just to be having a different role to go by be creative, and yet of course to see some main circumstances to see how my plan of idea should I have to go off with. But there you go. 4-star roulette ticket is now being complete by daily, and 132,000 GT credits to go by clean race bonus. Now, gonna have to do a moment on the replay. So just give me a perfect thumbnail capture perfect. Okay, that's one attempt. That should be good. Exit, then save replay number 4. Well, I bet it all comes down to this, folks. World Touring Car 900 is about to be set and get ready to do the hard difficulty to go on professional. But before that, menu book requirement might need to enter this event that you need to be participate. So this will have to take one inspection check. Yep, this event is not available yet. So that will be the perfect time to go over and head on in to be at the GT Cafe. Okay folks, now this will be the perfect time to go for having a main step on the menu book, just to make sure to go over to be on menu book number 48 on the World Touring Car 900. This will be having a one step of the detour for having a main part of today's video segment as a full walkthrough. Here we have 3 racetrack on Autopolis International Racing Course, Nürburgring Grand Prix, and Suzuka Circuit. Finish in 3rd place or higher to have a 5-star roulette ticket to be served as a reward. But don't forget folks, whenever you might need to have this event to be participate in weekly challenges on the 3rd week, this will be the only time to go by the recommend to go by settle in progress. So let's begin the course and explain what Luca is talking about for the WTC 900. For this new menu, I'd like you to try your hand at the World Touring Car 900 series. As this event features cars with a PP of 900 or less, I recommend using a Group 2 car. Finish in the top 3 in every race and you earn a present. All the best out there. Alright, here we go. Then let's get ourselves for having a Group 2 challenge to be featured on the WTC 900 to have a new part of the challenge on Spec 2. And there you go. Menu book is ready up and go for the progress. Just to let you know folks, this has got to take one event to be featured to have a recommend to go on menu book in progress. But on the other hand, because so much other events that might need to be required to be entered to be head on over. So let's have a good green light for go on weekly challenge number 5. World Touring Car 900 at Suzuka Circuit. This will be having a brand new event as part of the update to have some main features to have some more events on the track. This is going to be a quite good cover on the Mercedes AMG CLK GTR and the Toyota Castrol-Tom Supra 1997. Let's have a good detail by description. Go all out in the world's most famous 900 pp race cars in this intense showdown of power and might. 10 laps by using any Group 2 cars by using 2008, 2016 Super GT season, 1 DTM, and 2 GT1 race car from the late 90s. Just to have main rival cars to be featured onto the list by having a regulation to be on the main performance point by carry out on 900. So how about go recommend by using Group 1 card that would be doing much more faster and challenging to be more capable with. So let's go on to Porsche and grab the 919 Hybrid. There it is. Good to be true, and using 887.48 performance point is what we need to use as a recommend vehicle. But don't forget, you might need to be purchased on racing wet tires on intermediate and heavy wet. That's how one race might need to be reminder because the rain condition is about to be changed from the dry weather forecast. So let's go out there and have one event to be served by original to have the WTC 900 to be in the first round at Suzuka. 10 laps, 19 Group 2s versus 1 Group 1 prototype race car is about to go for having a faster and test your might to have a good power, strength, and competition. This is how one step closer to have a main step to be on the full walkthrough will be prioritized as well. Alright, looks like Drumont is here on the race menu. I'm Kylian Drumont from France. Today, I'll be racing in the McLaren F1 machine. This McLaren F1 famously won the 1995 24 Hours of Le Mans. Apparently, it was McLaren's first attempt at Le Mans and it won out of the gate. Can you believe it? It sure does, Drumont. The F1 GTR is actually to be considered as a long tail. But I'm sure of it. Similarity to have the F1 LM race car is now actually to have a different kind of a form of chassis and different modification. Unlike to be seen from F1 versions to have a different version to have two types. Now let's go down to do some settings and have everything what I need to use. Go by hard racing compound tires. First settings is on the main sheet. So that's that. That should be good to go and be much more capable to challenging with some few other Group 2 cars. So I'll have to keep a good watchful eye out on weather forecast on the track because the location just yet to be having a good clear for having a bright and sunny day. So the current time is just going to keep a good lookout to be on the rain forecast. Just going to wait until the current time is about to be set on the main condition to be seeing some different colors to be covered onto the location. Alright, let's get the show on the road and have the 919 hybrid to be set and go faster for having a capable competition in used. I know this is going to be a quite complication guess, you guys. Now's the time and go all-out battle with Group 2 cars to stay around on 10 lap. Maybe I might need to go for the hood cam and give it a better view. There we go. Gonna have to keep it steady and stay on it. This is where the fun begins. Okay, looks like the held it is on the 18. I'm on the 19. Just be patient and wait for the torque to go in by the opening. There we go. Go like a pro. And one LMP1 category to go for having a faster pace to catch us up with some few Group 2 cars. Okay, gonna have to make one good clean pass on Pinel in the Honda NSX GT500 2008 by having a good initial guess, and Yamanaka on the 2008 Nissan GTR Nismo. Wait for it. Got the outside on the final turn. There we go. First lap down, 9 more to go. This would be a bit more challenging to be using on racing hard compound that you might need to be in used. Unlike any other kinds of characteristic on GT1, GT500s, and one DTM race car to be on the same part of the Group 2 category. But even other less, because more other opponents are about to be joining session to see some differences, but what about some other kinds of variation is yet to be well used by differences. But it does might have the same kind of livery that adds up to have a different car numbers. Okay, let's get it on, and just gonna keep it good careful to be on short further notice. Only two Mercedes-Benz CLK GTR LM are about to be coming around. Okay, that's one CLK LM. Whoa. Okay, looks like T. Sasaki is on the Toyota Castro-Tom Supra. I really bet it might have a good classic race car from the 1990s in Japan Grand Touring Car Championship. but even for only a single Group 3 car, this might have a good amount of tweak of horsepower to be unused. So only down to 35 seconds. Go on lap number 3. No sign of rain forecast. Nope, not gonna go spin out. That will be a big no-no for sure. Okay, Morsov is on the 12. Gonna have to get closer to him and watch out for the danger curve on turn 8. Followed by turn 9. There we go. Now catch us up. On to 2 Spain drivers on Jay Bria and Jay Serrano. Gonna have to keep a good patient moment to have the right open to be entered to head back on the spoon curve. That's how the long-tail McLaren F1 GTR race car is actually to be served to be raced and participate in the 1995 24 Hours of Le Mans, even only for having a 1997 model to be listed as a long-tail. See? The 97 model of the F1 LM race car might be of differences like the F1 LM. Okay, looks like I just passed overtake on the Nissan GTR Nismo GT500 1999, driven by Igor Fraga. It looks like Lucas Ordonez is on the 8th position by entering lap number 4. Gonna have to keep this puppy up and go straight faster up in row. He's on the Lexus RCF GT500 2016. I can see him right now. Okay, good pass, and up to number 8. Next up, Kilian Ponder on the Honda NSX Concept GT500. So let's get closer to him. Once exit from the spoon curve. Almost there to have the half fuel on 50%. Next up, Valio Gallo on the Honda NSX GT500 is coming in on 6. Looks like Drummond at the pits. Medium compound tires out. Okay, halfway there on lap number 5. Fuel is doing well on the Porsche 919 Hybrid. Very well in use, but it'll have to catch up to Angel Inestrosa in about 20 seconds remaining on the gap. So here we got position 2 is Kawakami, 3rd place is Sternberg, and Gerul on position 4. So it'll have to get there and catch us up for only one Group 2 car at a time when using a one Group 1 category to be quite very more decent and well faster on the efficiency. Okay, go on apex, turn 10 through 11. Okay, there they are right now. Two 2016 Nissan GT-R Nismo GT500s and a Lexus RCF GT500 2016. Very perfect enough, and yet of course to have the perfect decency to go on the advantage for having UDRS Insportec on the Porsche 919 Hybrid. Let's get in there and go on the 6th lap. Okay, gonna have to stay on offense to be getting closer to on the maintain. First corner clear, on to the S consecutive corners. Wait for the opening and outside overtake, proceed. That's a good run. Just only a few more laps to go remaining by 4 and then 11 seconds to Angel Inostroza to have a few more updated distance on the gap. Okay, 25% remaining on the fuel. Just going to keep a good push and just going to keep a good call out at the pits to be using on different compound tires will be at the ready. So I have to be patient and go change up the strategy to go for my game plan. So let's check again on the map. Only 22 to go. Almost low on fuel. Gonna have to hurry up and have one pit stop to call out. Okay, this time line up in formation. This will have to wait, folks, as I'm about to be using on hard racing compound tires in case of weather forecast to be coming around on the rain. So I'll have to get back down below on 5th place to catch up on to Jetboil, Sternberg, and Kawakami. Okay, that should good enough. Back on 7. Fastest lap still yet to be taken by a minute 51.206 seconds on lap number 4. Okay, out lap time. Gonna have to get back and overtake again at Gallo and Ponnard on position 5 and 6. Okay, gonna have to keep a good hold on turn 8, followed by turn 9 on the danger curve. Got the opening and stay right up ahead on Ponnard in position 5. Gonna have to keep a good main speed to be on the lookout. Hold the line and make a good clear opening. Okay. Inostroza at the pits. He has low on fuel left. J-Hole is on the pits as well. Medium and hard compound racing tires. 2 more laps to go. Gonna stay ahead on Inostroza. He's on the third. For only a few more seconds on the gap remaining to get back in and stay up ahead closer to have one step further to be on the main position at pole position number 1. But somehow by having last position in the first lap to go all the way onto first place in every 10 laps on Suzuka. This will be doing one first step that you might need to do optionally to be entered for the World Touring Car 900. Either to be using on Group 3, Group 2, or Group 1 prototype race cars that has a good minimum requirement to be on under 900. That's how the skills are made to do it and well tested to see how much that you can handle this on your own. Let's try this again and get back on the first. Gonna stay ahead on Sternberg as Kawakami is staying on the first position in the lead. It's about to go braking at the Catskill Triangle on turn 16 through 18. He's at the pits. Dan Sternberg are about to go in. There we go. Right on time and go for the penultimate on number 9. Solid fine work and Porsche 919 Hybrid UDRS Insportec in the lead. A way much far up ahead skill set to be well amazed. Going to get closer to have one sector to go halfway mark. Sector 3 on the hairpin at turn 10 and 11. Racing Soft compound tires are about to get much more heating up on the temperature to go on the halfway grip on 50% remaining. But it's still good. Prototype race cars still takes a lot of decent work to be on the main lookout if anything happens. Okay, coming in. Have the 9th chicane on the Catskill Triangle to go proceed to finish at the 9th lap, and here it comes to go for the final lap. This is it, folks. Final lap. It's going to be going all out offense and defense to stay on the line while Angel Inostroza is on position 2. This will be doing a bit more challenging to see some Group 2 cars to catch up for only one Group 1 prototype race car. And even especially to have some few other 2 Group 3 cars on the grid. But that could be considered to have more Group 2, less Group 1, and even to have a few for only 2 Group 3 cars. For having a GT500 race car to have good differences to have a strong amount of performance like Group 2 cars. So gonna hop back in on the interior view. Gonna have to hold the line. Okay, gonna have to keep a good steady line pace. 9 seconds to go further remaining, so it'll have to take one last sector to go. I'll have to drop the hammer and bring home the finish line at the podium. Here it comes, and reach the finish line on first place. Yes! Fifth check mark is done and done. Alright, looks like it's about to go on and the settlement to go in progress. But it'll have to take for only 2 events to go remaining to have some few other challenges on the WTC 900 at Suzuka Circuit. But once stamped by the placement is being checked and good to be rolling in. Alright, looks like that has 170,000 credits to go by original. This will have to take one further attempt by using Group 1 card. Might need to be required to have a skill of decent clean racing strategy. But after all, just only have one part of the weekly challenges to go for having a main objective. So there you go. 500,000 Gran Turismo credits is now being acquired with a total of combo of 750,000. And there it goes, because one stamp placement is now being met by the menu book to go by the requirements. So let's have a good quick on the thumbnail replay. This is going to get much more pretty excited and awesome out there to have one Group 2 car on the WTC 900. So there you go. One LMP1 race car is having a good picture perfect, then exit and save. Alright, replay perfect, then this is how we're about to go step in and have this main part to go forward in the next part of the video as I'm about to be continue on. So now we have finished in week 3 as part of the weekly challenges, and of course to have one race in the World Touring Car 900 at Suzuka Circuit is going to be my first ever event on the main menu book. But the progress is already meant to be starting out to be on event directory because the progress is going to be at 52%. So there it is right now after the WTC 800 is already been onto the head start. But by the way folks, additionally to have Trial Mountain Circuit is now go on event number 4. Another 10 lap challenges is going to get more step in and have one part of the video segment to have one of the other races in one event to be set and rolling to go. But on the other half, because this is going to have to do a very good progress and stepping in to do some main part of the video segment as part of the weekly challenges. But Special Gibb is waiting for me to head back onto the garage and go collect with some GT credits to be quite doing well and have received prize reward. Okay, let's start collecting some more Gran Turismo credits on the ticket. Okay, that's 1. That's 2. And that's 3. So close to be at 23 million. I'll have to keep racing on by every day. So let's go to have 4-star roulette ticket by 2. Just give me something. Either depends on car, parts, invitation, or high value earnings. Okay, looks like Gran Turismo credits is all I need to have 30,000. Just add this up and almost there. 1 4-star ticket to go. Give me something. Okay, not even close. I guess it's gonna be on the same 30,000 credits. So far so close. Now, for only one roulette ticket remaining because I just really might need to sort it out and check. So I'll have to save 7 4-star tickets plus 2 5-stars and along with 6-star roulette tickets on rarity types. So there you go, folks. Looks like week number 3 of weekly challenges is already been finished, and then we're about to be moving on to take week number 4 to have the next 5 events plus a World Touring Car 700 to be take place at Deep Forest Raceway. But this is going to have to take much more fine challenges to go by other vehicles and challenges, as we're about to be on forward to be having a third part of the week, and then this is how amazing to go on easy, medium, and hard difficulty that takes a lot of credits to be earned rather than using on roulette tickets to be received as a prize challenges. So I bet you guys like it. It takes a lot of credit to have some more earnings, and even yet of course to have a main part of the progress to go in, and faster to have the WTC 900 to take the first race at Suzuka Circuit by using any Group 1 category to be on recommend. But don't forget, folks, you might need to use the Porsche 919 Hybrid before the time runs out, before the 4th week is about to be set to go by tomorrow on Thursday. So time to wrap this up before at the end of the video. I'll have to get back to work and do some record in progress to do some main topic on lap time challenges. It's going to get much more challenging, harder, and even yet, Lake Louise long track for the Toyota GR Yaris RC High Performance 2020 might need to go hard for goal. But I'll have to leave it to myself. The rest of the content video Adon is about to be waiting and go forward towards January 2024. So thank you for enjoying watching the video on Gran Turismo 7. Glad that you enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel for a like, comment, then click the bell for notification on upcoming content videos if you'd like to see. Don't forget to check it out on any social media platforms like Deepnet Art, Instagram, Twitter, GT Planet, Patreon, Discord, and more to see for my image artwork like UTRS Libris, Vision Total Drama fan art with card Libris, and more whenever you're welcome at any time. I'll be see you guys next time on Gran Turismo 7, and I look forward to see you again in the next video. We'll be continuing on to have the detour focus on the WTC 900 and other events. But as always, keep on racing, stay clean. Have a good day, folks.